Well, belladonna is the most often prescribed remedy for children, I reckon. Well, for sure. There's all sorts of reasons why the fever may come on. The one that's most given is a haircut. That's a slightly older child. Because it's peculiar. But it doesn't matter what the reason is. If it's childhood diseases are things that strike children, and they all start with a fever, almost all. And the fevers are usually belladonna style. So what is it? If any of you have seen scarlet fever, it's like scarlet fever. And it's the main remedy for scarlet fever. It's a red, hot, throbbing, burning fever that affects particularly the head. Eyes go glassy. Irises dilate. The carotid arteries throb. And as the head gets hotter and hotter, the rest of the body chills. The feet, the hands, can be icy cold, like they've come out of the fridge. And the head is burning hot. If you put your hands to touch that feverish head, you just don't believe it can get that hot. And the heat remains as a sensation in your fingertips for a long time after you've removed your hands. It's a heat that just infects the others around as well. Now just imagine what it's doing inside the brain. There's imaginations, monstrous imaginations, even with the eyes wide open, glassily fixed at the parent who's lovingly trying to make the child better. The child's internal life, the child's internal imaginal life, overwhelms what their eyes see. We could put it another way. We could say the child is not seeing mum, the child is seeing a leering monster with fangs, or a wild dog, or a tiger about to pounce, or a lion about to kill. Something wild and vicious and destroying. Tiger burning bright. Nightmares. If fever like that lasts, it puts the child into febrile convulsions because the fever's too high for too long. We're told that what we should do is cool down a child, sponge him or her around the neck and around the wrists to bring a temperature like that down. It's not healthy anymore when it's that high. Belladonna is much better than sponging wrists and so on. What you see once you give belladonna is that, first of all, the hallucinations go. The mind state clarifies. Those wild eyes get better. The dilation reduces. Eventually the temperature will come down. That may not be an instant event. What you will notice, though, is the temperature redistributes before the temperature goes down. So the hands and feet will warm up. And you know that the remedy's right when these things happen. And if anything of that wild state reappears, you give another belladonna. And because it's so wild and so intense, it's often appropriate to give many repetitions of it over a short space of time, like even every 5 minutes. So I guess, children's in a nursery first aid kit, it's got to be there. Arnica's always. Belladonna's can be used a lot.